here we go. This is my unboxing video for the MPC. I ordered from a particular company in France, so it arrived yesterday evening. Ta-da! So it's just ready to go. Okay, let's see the condition. It's come from France, so I'm going to make sure that it's all good. Doesn't appear to be any damage apart from a little bit here on the box. The corners seem to be fairly intact. It looks pretty, looks good, looks good. So let's have a look what we got.
I didn't put some music there. I haven't been doing much. This is why I do this, see, just want to. There we go.
Paperwork, receipt. No, that's where we got it from. There's a code there if anyone wants to use it. Right. Tiny bit of damage there. Let's have a look. Scratch marks is still sealed. The only bit was a little bit of sideness here and over here, but all looks good. When the MPC first came out, I was like, oh yeah, it's nice, not too bad, but I just wasn't into that whole built in the box stuff. And I come from background sampling and mixing and MIDI and stuff like that, so I thought, okay, well this could be interesting, but I just never liked the look of it, so I passed it and left it alone for a while. And then, lo and behold, they released a retro version, special retro version, and it looks absolutely, just reminded me, yeah, hey, yeah, that flicked me back to the times when that's what the MPC used to look like. You know, this didn't look right, but when I saw that, let's get rid of the box, it looks super cool, and I was like, yeah, I actually like that. So I went in a mission to find one, and I got an exceptional price. I won't mention the cost of it, it's not too bad. Much, I can sell it for more than I paid for it, let's put it that way. So let's have a look. MPC One, old school logo. That's just like that. Okay, cool. Quick help visual guide, that's always very handy. Handy to have in this use. I haven't used MPCs. I mean, I've used samplers. I came from sampling back in the 90s, and MIDI. So I'm used to using MIDI and then, you know, a sequencer like this. However, like on something like an Atari, I'm talking old school Cubase before it even had such thing as audio, and everything came out of a sampler. I had a S3000 XL, and then I had a S5000 which a friend loaned me. As my one died. Anyway, so I'm used to sampling, no problem, I can do that. Sequencing on an MPC, I've never done. Sequencing on a PC, yes I've done, and I'm used to using Ableton. Anyway, blah blah blah. Now, nice quick help explanation of all the icons, I guess, which is very, very handy. Tells you how to do stuff and touchscreen workflow, super cool. Anyway, so MPC software, okay. Couple of bit of spacers, European plug. I think this is the power supply, we'll have a look at that in a second. Oh. USB cable A to B. Oh, let's take this out of the way. And actually, it's a nice size. It's not too heavy. I can actually hold that with one hand so I can go. Right, anyway, safety warning. To avoid suffocation, la-di-da-di-da. Let's have a look. Oh, the moment comes. Here's the back. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on there, out there, what's all going on here. Outputs, inputs, mic, volume, bit of a funny place. MIDI in and out, CV gate in and out, Kensington lock, USB to your computer, USB for stick or external drive, LAN cable for link, power, special little doodah to hold your power cable in, on off button. It's not a clicky one, it's just seems like a push one. Anyway. Ooh, look at that. Look at that baby. Right, let's just, you know, it was dropped in there, but it was nicely wrapped in polystyrene. Old school logos. What I like the difference is, right, is look. This is the old school one. What I remember, the colour called combinations, the red and the creams. The little clicky buttons, these even feel like a bit like the old school AKAI buttons actually. But then look, this is all black. It's cool, I'm sure people like it. But then you've got nice grey pads here, you've got a little bit of coloration like the old school, but you know, it separates. Quick visual, oh yeah, this is all my control centre and recording. It's nice, it just reminds me of how the MPC that I have seen being used in studios looks. Like I say, I'm not from an MPC background, I'm from a sampling background. But this is super cool. Right. So it's starting and stopping, so it's because I've got this holder, which is wonderful, does a great job. But it does touch the record button. So it starts recording. So, no power. Here we go. Probably zoom through this. Power block. A power brick, which is better than the old school wall warts. I'm going to plug this in and see this baby starts up and what it's going to say. What's on there at the moment, I don't know. I'm looking at all the downloads I've got, there shouldn't be anything on there. I don't know if that's just for the when you're using it. The downloads are for when you're using the standard, like the Mac software in combination with, or the PC computer software with linked up, you know, when you've got it in computer mode. Lovely, wobbly. This cable. A long cable. It's going to go from my computer over here into the telephone so it doesn't complain anymore. Right, there we go. So you might see a few shadows because I'm standing under the lights. Right, let's have a look if this baby switches on. I did notice one thing on here. Although it's all spanking new, there is a little mark on this screen, which is a bit weird. I've still got a protector, so maybe it's under the protector and it's a bit of grease on the screen, but it come out of the box like that and it was all wrapped and sealed, so it's going to be from the factory, I guess. So let's see if it switches on. Ooh, flashy lights. Oh, okay. See how cool this grey looks? It's much nicer than the black thing, I'm sorry. I think if it didn't come in this colour I wouldn't have it. Ah, it does have lots of stuff. Is that it? 1, 2, so these are intersections of styles of music. You got classic house, dancehall, deep house, drum and bass, future bass, hip hop, pop, R&B, tech house, techno, trap soul. Never knew there was such a thing. Use a template. These are templates.
Centre projects. Okay, MIDI, audio. So that's just switching there. Programs. Okay. Audio edit.
Settings, let's have a look. Okay, this is MPC firmware 2.71. Serial number. Nothing. Again to the cog information. So it's on 2.70, 2.71. So it seems to work. Haven't got any sound out of it yet. I'm going to have to update it. Go into computer mode here. Controller mode, yeah, this allows you to work with MP software running on your computer. It will be disabled in standalone mode functionality. I usually want to enter controller mode. That's when you have to stick a USB into the computer. So we're not going to do that right now. Different banks of stuff. I'm going to have to look up what all this means. Main, menu, oh that's handy. Shift functions. Tap tempo, it says tap 3 times. Give myself like 200 BPM. Undo. Sequences. Pad mute. Pad mix. Wow, there's a lot to learn here. Save. Shift. Save is, so shift is save. Pad mix not available for audio tracks. Pad mute not available for, I must be on an audio track. Insert effects. That's a shift function. Main menu. It works in both ways. So browse. So these are drums. Instruments. Samples. Files. Demos. Splice. It's nice, but I wish that was something else. I wonder if you can change that. I'd rather go samples into my sample card or something. Drums. Addition volume. Load volume. Demos. Can we go into a whole demo? Expansions. Templates. Open. Nothing in there. It's a card. Classic house demo. Hip hop demo. It's a future bass. Loading a project will replace everything in the memory. Do you want to continue? Okay, there's nothing in there, so yeah. I've got a learning curve, it's like that. Like I said before, I come from a sampling background, so probably sampling and editing functions will be fine for me, but actually getting to use the onboard sequencer will be interesting. Future bass, drums. So that's the folder, drum program, audio, solo, mute, track, oops, MIDI. It's volumes. Oh, this is a step sequencer. Doop, doop, boop, boop, boop. BPM 100, really. Let's make it 128. Oh, you can even go into it. Do it! Well, hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to get into it. Maybe I'll do a few tutorial videos, but I probably would say I'm not so passe with the MPC workflow. It's all new to me, especially this system. I may well come back with all this what you have to do for all these extension things on the computer, because I haven't seen any videos on that, so that might be useful, because I tried to look for it and I don't know what they are, so this is all new. Hope you enjoyed the video. It looks to be working good, which is the whole point of my video in the first place. Thanks for watching. Remember, thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. There will be a few more MPC videos. I normally do roller skating videos, which you'll see on my channel, but the weather hasn't been good for me, and I've had a bit of a very busy period on that. I've been moving house, so I haven't had time to go skating, to be honest with you. I've been busy painting and all kinds of stuff, as you can see. Painty shoe, bit of polystyrene, cool. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and maybe we'll see something interesting coming up. Okay, cheerio. See, and then he doesn't want to stop, of course. Yes, why would you want to stop? I hope that was alright.